Alright guys, picked some elderberries this morning. Here's some in here. Got a nice little chunk, and I still got some left. I just wanted to show you my little process here. Just basically what I'm doing. I mean, just pull the berries off. You get a few little sticks in there. You can get them out. But you know you're going to be cooking all this down, and you're going to be straining it, so you're not going to be getting the sticks in your final syrup or tea, whatever you're going to make. I'm going to do like a syrup because I want to keep this stuff kind of handy in the house for a while in case we all need to take it. And plus you could take this stuff, you know, they say just to keep your immune system boosted up, you could take like a teaspoon to a tablespoon every day. And you don't have to take it just because something's wrong with you. You could take it just to keep your immune system boosted up, you know. So I'm going to see how much I have here. It's my first year growing the berries. And, you know, I didn't have that many on the tree, but it's turning out to look like quite a bit. I'm not sure how much it's really going to make when it's all said and done. If I got a cup of berries here, I know you're supposed to cook it down with about 4 cups of water, which that would make a decent amount, you know. And if you just grab them and do them real quick, you're going to get a lot more branches, these little small branches in it. So just best just take your time and pick them off one at a time. Because when the first one I did, you know, I tried to do it faster, and I got a bunch of these little bitty branches in it to break off. You get some in it anyway, but you could like pull them out. But I don't get that many when I'm doing it this way. It's pretty clean. Oh, there's a green one. I want to get the green ones out. The green ones are hard. These are real soft. You can feel it. So it's my first time, you guys, making something. And I got a little scratchiness in my throat. That's one of the reasons I'm wanting to do this. But at the same time, whether I had a scratchy throat or not, I was going to do this because the berries were ready. So you can make this, and they say it'll stay good in your fridge for about 6 months. So that means I'm gonna definitely make sure I use it all up in that amount of time. Whether, you know, I'm sick or not, it don't matter about that. It don't matter about that. It's just about taking something healthy for your body here. Alright, so I'm going to finish this off, and then I'll show you the next step in the process here when we start cooking it. I'll see you right back here shortly. Alright guys, so the next step, I got them all, actually I wound up having a cup. I got a cup full. So with 1 cup of berries, you do 4 cups of water. So that's what I'm going to do right now, 4 cups of water. Sorry if I'm blocking it all, but I mean I'm just pouring the water in the pot, that's all I'm doing. Okay, 4. And now we want to put that on a kind of a medium. You don't want to bring it to a boil, but you want it to simmer a little bit. So we're gonna get that heated up. You can put the berries in. And at this point you can add some other things like cloves, cinnamon, all kind of different little things like that. I mean, I really don't know what to add. I don't have no, like, you know, I don't have no ginger root. They put ginger in it. I don't have no cloves, so I'm just gonna basically do just elderberry syrup without nothing added to it. So we're gonna bring that to a simmer, and then we'll see the next step. Okay. All right. See you back here at the stove. Right. Hadn't gone up to a simmer yet, but I'm gonna go ahead. This let's say recipe is a cup of elderberries, 4 cups of water, and a cup of honey, or if you want to use sugar or whatever. So I'm gonna use honey. I'm not gonna use a whole cup. I'm gonna go 3/4 of a cup. Okay, just to kind of back off on some of the honey on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in now. Alright, so we're just going to let that come to a simmer, like a real light boil, I would say. And when we get to that point, real light simmer, boil kind of thing, you do that for about 15 minutes. And then what we're going to do, we're going to strain it, and then we're going to mash some of the berries, get a little bit more juice out of it. Okay, this is looking pretty good. It's not a real deep color purple yet. I don't know. I don't really know how deep it's supposed to get. Okay, so when we get to that point, we'll come back and I'll show you the next process. Okay guys, I brought it to a light boil, and now I'm going to just let it simmer like that for 15 minutes. I set my timer on my stove. Okay, so I'm just about a minute's up already, so we're going to let this simmer for 15 minutes. Whether you're supposed to stir it or not, I don't know, but I'm going to just stir it. I don't want nothing sticking to the bottom. And nothing don't seem to be sticking. And I can see that the syrup is getting darker. Okay, so I'll meet you back here after the 15 minutes, and I'll show you the process from that point on. Okay? It's really looking good, guys. I'm kind of surprised how dark it really is now, because it was real light, and I was like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But as you cook it down, as you let it simmer, it's getting darker and darker, and plus, you know, kind of somewhat squeezing and mashing some of the berries on the side of the pot, releasing more of the juice inside the berries. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try to pour this in here now. There we go. ahead, you could kind of mash through this a little bit. Now some people actually take these berries after this and they make some other things with it. I'm not sure everything they do. They make some type of relish with it. I didn't get that far in checking it out. This is as far as I got, and this is all I'm doing. I'm not going any further than this. I'll be getting rid of these berries as soon as all the juice drops. I see a few little pits floating around, but we're gonna. I got a smaller strainer that we're gonna go through. I wish I had a bigger. Be better to have a bigger measuring cup, you guys. This is gonna be really hard to pour this through that little strainer. But I might do. I don't know. We'll have to see what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to make it work. This is gonna be hot to pick up and try to do it. I wasn't thinking ahead. Okay, hang on. Let me get my jar. Kind of heat up my jar a little bit. Alright, so I got this jar and I got a smaller strainer. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to do it like this to start off with. I'm going to just scoop it out with this. And you can see the little pits sitting in here. There ain't that many pits. That's nice. There's still a little bit left. I could put it into a smaller jar. Okay. Let me kind of wipe this off. So, you guys. So that's what 1 cup of elderberry makes. I'm impressed. Really am impressed. Now the next time I do this, it'll probably be next year when I get more elderberries, when they come out again next year, and I'm gonna, you know, vamp it up a little bit. You know, add some other things to it. So I'll be prepared for that. I'll have some things ready They say you could use ginger root and cinnamon sticks and cloves. Yeah, so anyway, so there you have it. And this I just did this morning before I even ain't even been outside yet. Well, I went outside while the water was boiling and got my chicken feed draining, because I ferment my chicken feed, so it's draining. That's the only thing I went outside for so far this morning. So I got to go out and take care of the chickens and everything outside, and the quail and all. So I just wanted to show you that. This comes from a cup. I mean a whole 1 cup of elderberries and 4 cups of water, and I did 3/4 cups of honey. The recipe that I've been seeing is a whole cup, so I'll kind of reduce it a little bit. I'll taste it. If I can even reduce on that even more next time, I will, because I do that with a lot of our things that we make. I use less sweetener in it than what they usually call for. We kind of used to, we're getting used to not eating things as sweet, and when you start doing that, your food cravings start to decrease in your life, and you're not craving to eat. And I've always craved to eat, and my cravings to eat are gone. So I just wanted to let you see that. And so anyway, glad you spent the morning with me with that. And you guys be blessed. See you on the next video.